I know my cool niggas gon' vibe to this. I know my G's gon' ride to this. Cruising around the city, still tripping over Joey. My girl want me to stop, but I'm still rolling Motree. Pockets just below E, trying to stay above C. Level no bezel, my mind shine brighter than your ice.
The way people carry themselves and all that shit now. The way people carry themselves and that shit different, dog. That's why I be really like. I was just telling my son this shit the other day. I'm telling this nigga just based on the responsibilities that he has now. When I was a child, nigga, I had to learn how to fucking wash clothes. Mm-hmm. Nigga, all you gotta do is wash dishes and wash your ass and keep your fucking room clean. That shit is easy, and you make that shit so hard. You feel what I'm saying? It's to the point to why I'm now moving so different. It's a new year, so I try to do everything differently. Right now, I'm trying not to holler at my kids as much as I normally would. I'm trying not to have as many unnecessary arguments and acknowledge my flaws with my wife before I do something stupid. For example, an argument could have started off because I'm telling her, she's like, where you going? Buy food, soft food, I'm about to dip. She's like, where you going? I'm like, I'm about to go buy bub. I ain't even tell her that shit in the midst of me knowing I'm about to go buy bub. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, I'm just dipping now. That shit looks suspicious. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So on that level, just certain shit that I'm learning, you gotta learn that shit differently. You feel what I'm saying? So that type of shit, son. I gotta make my sons understand the change that daddy having. I gotta make them niggas change with me. You feel what I'm saying? So I tell them niggas, I'm like, man, I know y'all niggas don't be understanding what I'm telling y'all. Y'all clean up the fuck up. Y'all have the room perfect, and then y'all play again and fuck it right back up within the next 10 minutes. That don't make no sense. So now I had to clean my whole crib up, clean my whole little closet and all that shit. All the toys in the closet, in my front closet now. Everything in that bitch. So now when y'all play, go get toys. Yeah. So when you finish, we'll put that shit back up. Y'all ain't gonna keep on fucking up. Yeah. I'ma help you. Damn, you got all the toys took. Got all the toys. Next thing's gonna be the fucking TV.
Oh, they don't want the TV.
Next thing's gonna be the TV, bro.
How's the marriage and having kids changed you from, like, let's say a solid 7 years ago?
From 7 years ago from right now?
Yeah.
You know, I've been fucking with Bree for 5.
Yeah.
This year make 5 years.
Let's say 10. Nigga,
10 years?
We on the 10 now, 10 year, yeah.
So I'll be 30 this year, 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Was different? 20-year-old Chris, nigga, I was really fascinated with trying to be a kingpin and didn't even know that's what I was trying to be. It wasn't I ain't have no conscience, my nigga. I wasn't thinking about, at that point, my nigga, I was doing so much shit to go to jail and never went to jail, my nigga. That was the crazy part. So now, that's why when I said my first time ever going to jail, nigga, that shit fuck with me. That shit fuck with me. So every time I went to jail, nigga, it never was on the, bitch, you was supposed to go to jail. You feel what I'm saying? But this is like, for real shit, son. Yeah. But my first time ever going to jail, my very first time handcuffs, everything, I was in school, nigga. When I went to jail, that was my wake-up call. But when I went to jail as an adult, I thought that shit had never happened because I thought I knew everything. So that was like my real wake-up call. But 20-year-old Chris, nigga, I was a savage, son. I ain't give a fuck about nothing. I was an idiot. If I would have known what I know now, my mama probably wouldn't have been struggling as much as she would have been struggling. I'd have definitely been in school early. I'd have definitely had we'd be sitting differently. We wouldn't even be sitting right here now. You'd be sitting right here last year. This year, I'd make sure you wouldn't even be sitting right here. You wouldn't be getting to her braid right now. In here. Same woman, same different everything. Mm-hmm. On that level, because our circle would be a little more different. Because if you fuck with him, you fuck with me, you feel what I'm saying? As you see, you feel what I'm saying? That's why certain situations like with that nigga Jay come around, Jay ain't know how I fuck with him, but I just gotta see what type of nigga you is. Y'all different, y'all relationship different, y'all blood, you feel what I'm saying? So it's just, y'all family. I've been knowing your daddy since I was a grasshopper. Your daddy always been an asshole to me. Always. But that nigga know I always been that partner, you feel what I'm saying? But situations like that, you give you that example. Now your daddy seen that I was into too much shit as a child. I didn't know what I was into or what I knew, you feel what I'm saying? So now when I look at children and be like, man, that little nigga be naughty. can't have my son around there. I understood now as an adult. I understood what they tried to shelter my dog from. You feel what I'm saying? Cause I really was around some shit. We was 1 block apart from each other. Nigga, Bud Block was the peaceful. Bud Block still to this day probably the most peaceful block in East Shore, nigga. Right?
Show the fuck was.
Nigga, 1 block away is. I'm 1 block.
I'm blocking Vincent.
Current, this block, that block. This nigga's in a box of danger. In the middle of the box of danger.
Hey, we didn't even know that. We used to be over there. We never do that shit.
Man, I'm talking about
Like,
shit.
cause our house was like a whole
This nigga
different
stayed
level,
across
son.
the fucking house from a chop. He stayed across the street from a chop shop. Never knew this. Shit we learned growing up.
And I was right.
I found my first gun with you, huh?
Probably.
The 357 on the catwalk? That was you I found that gun with?
Mm-hmm.
Found my first gun with this nigga.
Oh yeah.
We was grasshoppers. And when we found the gun, not even knowing, the nigga who the gun was for put the gun right there. He seen us. And that nigga knew. He was glad we took the gun from right there because I started talking. I fuck with him as an adult. He's still my partner. I ain't seen him in a long time. But the nigga had told me because it's an infamous story for him. Real shit. Never knew this. This shit turned out to be an infamous story for this nigga. The gun was a murder weapon, nigga. We took the gun from by this nigga house. This nigga house had got fucking searched and everything, nigga. We took the gun. We took it from around his house.
Oh yeah. Y'all helped that boy out.
We helped this nigga out, son.
I met that nigga like, man, dog, y'all can't do clutch.
That nigga said y'all are badass niggas had saved my life and y'all niggas y'all didn't even know what y'all did.
Damn.
I nigga said, bitch, I can tell you exactly where I had it at, bitch. And that nigga said, bitch was right there in the cut, right under in the gap in between my house is his house was Bob house was right. Bob house was in between. His house was the catwalk. This nigga Bob house was right here. Dude stayed on the opposite side of the catwalk, but right here. Bob house right here. His house right here. So you had to go through these houses to get to the catwalk. Niggas had the shit in the perimeter in the catwalk, and it was we called it the catwalk the alley, but it was bushy though. Nigga, that bitch was right there. We just niggas normally ran through that bitch. We walked through the bitch. Only reason why we really ran through it more, cause Bub's stupid ass had that dumb ass dog. The bitch will follow you as you walk. All you see is eyes. He had that whoop dog, so all you see is that bitch should be walking. That bitch eyes will be coming with you, son.
Nigga.
That bitch is scared the shit out of you, son. If you don't know what kind of dog that is, she gonna be that's a fucking wolf. For real.
It's not like one of
It's
the
good days, my nigga.
when I first I had to find out. That's how I started really slowly getting ungreen, nigga, through like the fucking one of the fucking dope men of the hood, nigga, stayed right across the street, a couple of houses over.
My nigga Coco.
Coco.
Rest in peace, my nigga Coco, man.
And like this nigga, like the line that I said in the song, son, like this nigga was there when this nigga. When you was there when that nigga got shot? Oh, right around the corner.
Yeah, I was around the corner. I know I rolled over that nigga Brains though. That nigga Brains is still on the corner. I'll never forget that. That nigga Brains was on the corner. His brains, no bullshit, nigga. That was his brains. It was on the corner, nigga. Niggas made jokes about rolling over that man shit. Real shit, son. Well, I was running some shit as a grasshopper, son. But these the niggas right now. That's why. So like, you ever been to a dice game before, my nigga?
Yeah, but I don't know. We used to stay around them bitches.
Like as a child.
Yeah, I seen.
Man, dice games used to. I'm talking about, son. I remember being with my stepdaddy, and this nigga was really like go to neighborhoods and get in the dice game. I never feel nigga about nigga didn't gonna let that boy leave one time. The only thing saved us is me in the car. Nigga didn't want to let that boy leave because that nigga had hit that nigga, pulled up, stung niggas money and got out.
Yeah, nigga don't even want you.
Nigga don't want you to do that, boy.
Come back.
Especially if you don't want to give a nigga a chance to win that money back. The rules of the game, some shit I ain't never know or learn. That type of shit, dog. Them type of games don't happen in New Orleans no more. What? For real example, my nigga, before I'm talking to you, nigga, I hang the phone up with you. I swear to God, dog. You know, my life is a movie, son. Shit. I just be, when I'm telling you this shit, son, this is real, this facts of what happened to me earlier, nigga. How fucked up it is, my nigga. You know we got our masks on this shit. I'm walking with my family. I'm holding my daughter's hand, my wife, and my two sons is right on behind us, fucking inches away from me, right? I see a lady rolling up in her fucking in like the little handicap car. She's rolling up to the car, and another lady, another old lady, she's looking like she's helping her. I just told my son not to help another old lady right there in the back. As we pulling up, I told him don't help her, because I'm like, it's coronavirus. You feel what I'm saying? I wouldn't make you do it if I ain't do it. You feel what I'm saying? So if something happens, as far as the helping shit, I do it before I make my boss do it. Long story short. So we walking past these old women, son. They done got like 3 12 packs and all that shit. So I go to grab it, just do it. They don't even know what's going on. Grab the shit, put it in their car and all that. The lady like, oh no. My wife is standing there looking like, man, he trying to help you. I'm trying to take them. I'm just doing the shit. Don't say nothing. All I say is Happy New Year's. How y'all doing? Just start putting the shit in there, son. Man, the lady starts screaming, oh no. My wife like, man, that's my husband. He trying to help you. But she's so fucked up to where she don't even know. And as I'm walking off, I'm like, man, that's fucked up that old lady gotta be that way, son. We got these masks on, and these little niggas, wow. They probably just watched the news last night. It seemed to fuck happen.
Right.
That is fucked up, son.
That's fucked up, son. That I can't even be a young man and help an older woman.
She thinking you about to.
She thinking I'm trying to do her something. They're like, oh, I appreciate you. I'm like, man, my son's right here. My family's right here.
She thought it was over with. Oh no, they about to kill me. Say whatever you want, just don't kill me.
Take the water, baby.
But time's so different, dog.
Yeah, it is.
I wasn't thinking like this as no 20-year-old. I wasn't thinking like this. And I just like, I don't know, dog. I ain't gonna say it's just more so my daughter changed. My daughter molded me into a different understanding with responsibility and shit. But my wife really molded me into a man as far as like understanding life, positivity, and what life is about. You feel what I'm saying? Real shit. Shit just getting better and better, dog. Nigga, I had the wild ass argument January 1st to get to a better understanding of, of life now. That's just how it should be.
Flame. There is